Sipping iced tea in the moonlight, sweet, 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 sweet paradise. Sipping iced tea in the moonlight, sweet, 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 sweet paradise.
Oh yeah, we're back.
We're back, indeed.
So,
But not only for a wrap up for these two monkeys, we're going to actually talk about some things that we want to talk about as well. Not that we don't want to talk sports, because
we do. Fun. We can handle a little sports,
yeah.
But we're going to get into some other hot topics also.
That's right. And one hot topic that actually is in sports and is very hot right now is private versus public. You know, the school board, the LHSAA, is actually voting on a measure in 10 days where they would basically regular games,
right?
Just the regular games that play through the season would be exactly the same, no difference. But when it comes to the playoffs,
okay,
they would group the private in one bracket and the public in a separate bracket. And I like the fact that they're thinking about this. I like the fact that they're trying to come up with a solution. However, I don't know if this is the right solution.
You know, I've always felt that, you know, it is a tricky situation, but I think a lot of it has to be based on the size of the school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Bird 5A has a greater advantage than Shreve. You know, I mean, much larger. But, you know, I do think there has to be some separation, but I think that it needs to be based on talent. You know, how successful the program's been in the past.
See, that's kind of what I...
Because you can't put, you can't put, you know, some of these powerhouses like John Curtis to play, you know,
or Riverdale.
Right.
You know, and so that's going to be tough. And I don't think that, and the one thing that I didn't mention and that I should have mentioned is the fact that what they want to do is not only put the private schools in that separate bracket, they want to lump in the magnet schools and the charter schools. So actually, schools like Bird, the new charter school like the Magnolia School that's coming up, if they have a football team, I don't know if they
I'm sure it'll take them a little time. But
right. Teams like Bird, Shreve has got a magnet program. Woodlawn has a magnet program.
So are they private or are they?
They would be lumped into the private bracket because they're magnet. And that's going to be a little dicey.
That's going to be very dicey.
Yeah, I don't think that Bird is going to want to be...
Because they have a better
restricted
pool
that way.
Based on their population, you know, the size of the school, they have a lot more talent to choose from than, you know, some of the smaller schools.
Right. Smaller private schools.
Mm-hmm. Or charter school, for that matter.
And going back to the, you know, based on talent, you know, I think if I'm a small school and I'm having to play against John Curtis every year, and John Curtis and Evangel have pretty much ruled the roost for years, and good for them. You know what? They worked hard for it. They deserve it. Good for them. But if I'm a small school having to play these powerhouses, like you say, I don't feel like I have a real shot. Even as hard as I work, I know pretty much the best that I'm going to get is, you know, I might make it to one of the final playoff games, but I'm not going to make it all the way because it takes so much time, it takes so much effort,
and the injury to play a team that much better. I mean, you're taking a risk of injuring your own players.
So what do you think about this? What do you think if John Curtis, let's say, has won, or Evangel has won, let's say they've won state two years in a row.
Okay.
If you've won 2 years in a row, you automatically, the next year, you bump up into the next, into the larger bracket. So that you have to play up that next year. Thus, opening up that window in the smaller bracket, the lower bracket, and in the class that you're in, you're given some new challenges. Let's say you have to stay there for, you know, let's say you don't make the playoffs for 4 years. If you don't make the playoffs for 4 years, you drop back down into the classification that you were already in. Something like that. That way...
But what if you win 2 years in a row because you have these powerhouse junior and seniors that are going to graduate. So then they bump you up, and those players are gone. So then you're putting yourself in a position to not only get whipped that season, but also to get
The people
dropped back
behind you
down.
are going to pay the price for your.
Right.
Okay, yeah, and I buy that. How about we do it to where it's longer than 2 years?
And it might be.
Let's
you
say
know.
it's more of a. I'm sorry, sir. Did we invite you into the middle of this conversation?
Oh,
I
no.
think so. You're gonna have to wait until we have a break in conversation. You can't just come barreling in
Okay.
to our show
All right.
unannounced.
See?
Okay.
He just thinks he's that big of a local celebrity.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, just hey, can you wait in the green room, sir?
Yeah, so, well,
We'll call you when we're ready.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll call you when we're ready. Like that.
The Tharth.
This is Artho.
Tharth.
Sorry.
What was I saying? See,
We were talking about
this is slang.
maybe a longer period than 2 years.
Yeah. So let's say it's you've won for 3 years in a row. I mean, I hate to say 4 years in a row because you could have John Curtis and Evangel going back and forth. This school wins this year. This school wins that year. This school wins this year. This school wins that year.
I just
And
think
then
that every
nobody
2
bumps up and you
years,
still
if
have
you're
that.
going up and then you could go right back down and then up and then right back down, I don't know. I
2
think
years
that
might
could
be too
be,
short of a time.
but then I think 4 could be too long.
Right.
You
So
know,
about
I don't
3.
really know.
Yeah.
To be
Anyway.
honest with you, don't know.
Don't know.
But
That's
I do
a
think
thought.
it's an interesting topic and one to definitely be talked
of the
about.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Thought of the day. Leave your comments below the show. We'd love to discuss this. On
Let
our
us
next
know how
show.
you feel about
Yeah.
the issue.
Art break. I'm going to get my painting of Baxter that I'm working on.
Go check it out. When is our break?
Yeah, this is our art break.
Oh, we're having our own. See, she
We're
doesn't
having
tell
our
me
art
this
break.
type stuff.
See, this is what makes it so fun. My foot's asleep. Help!
Allie,
Foot's asleep.
she's all over the place.
Foot's asleep. I'm not done with it yet.
Oh,
And you know it's not good if your son goes, "Hey, Mom, why are you painting Baxter and he looks like a zombie?"
because he's laying down.
He's like, well, and he's not done yet. His eyeball's not done. When I started on it, I didn't have any white. I ran out of white paint, and
That is
so I
really good.
couldn't make the eyeball. So I'm not done. I got to put in his fangs, and I
See,
got
there's
to.
his ear.
His nose was covered up by the blanket. See, I've got the actual real photo here, and I'm going to show you the photo because it's really funny. But anyway, I bring this up. We love our pets, don't we? Love our pets.
I love my animals.
You know what's coming up?
What?
Barkus Meow.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Barkus
Love
Meow
it.
Parade. And what cracks me up is that even after as long as, see, isn't that funny? This picture of Baxter. Can you see this? Okay, see.
Oh.
He's still crazy. Even after as long as this parade has been going on, there are still people out here in our community that have not been to Barkus Meow Parade. Now, last year, I dyed Gracie, my white dog. I dyed her pink and made Baxter look like a flower. I can't remember what the theme was. I think it was like gardens or something anyway.
We didn't go last year.
This year, the theme is stars, guitars, and animals from Mars.
Oh, how cute is that?
So I bought a shopping cart.
Bag lady. Just saying.
The Centenary Hardware was going out of business, which I'm like not
I
happy
didn't know
about.
that.
Because I used to ride my bike up there and get stuff. Me and Pierce, my son, we would ride our bikes up to Centenary Hardware and get things that we needed to.
That's where
That's
Joya's
where I'm at the store.
wagon came from.
Yeah, they got all the wagons. Anyway, and they had some shopping carts for sale, and I bought all kinds of weird stuff.
Are
there.
we talking about like a big, like a Target shopping? Don't go get it, Allie. Don't. She's going to get it. You see what I'm dealing with? ADD. Somebody.
I got. It's really neat.
So anyways, she got a shopping cart. Or is this one of those like,
Oh my god.
oh,
Not there, the cat. Hold on a second. I'll show you what I got.
we're just waiting for Allie to find her shopping cart.
I got lots of neat stuff here, and I'll show you what I do with
Oh my word.
it. It's
She's well,
let's put it down here.
oh my word. That's a good looking one one too.
Okay, and Holly, you may have to lean because it's going to be in front of me. Here's my shopping cart right here. How do you like me now?
Unbelievable.
Hey, switch sides with me.
Okay. So you can sit by your shopping cart?
I'm going to show you what's in the shopping cart.
Oh.
You know, we got Pinterest.
Let me put my spectacles on.
Here's the... Is she making fun of me right now?
I'm
Making fun of the old girl? Is that what you do? Is that what you young girls do at this point?
Oh, yes.
This is going to be a piece of art. I'm thinking I'm going to Pinterest this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just like a...
It's like it's a
knobs
display thing for their knobs they used to sell.
And then I've got those from Centenary Hardware, I see.
Yeah. And then I got this.
Just in case you need to test out some doorknobs.
They really work. Love that. I'm going to hang it on the wall and use it as a hook for Fletcher's
That's a great
caps
idea.
and stuff.
That's a good idea.
Thrifty.
Coat rack.
And
Cat
then
rack.
I love this. Check it out.
Ice chest.
But it's so old school.
$3.
So old school. Actually,
I
like
like it.
half the price of this. Look how old school this is. Don't you love it?
Yes, that's pretty cool.
And vintage. I got a whole box full of these metal gold discs.
And you plan to make an art project with them.
So very excited. Oh, I'm looking at my reflection and I'm remembering that I did not put on mascara.
That's okay.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. That's Allie Fletcher.
And that's Holly Smith.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Foot to sleep again.
Sip
Foot to sleep.
nasty in the moonlight, sweet, 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 sweet paradise.